Ladies and gentlemen of the House, I think it's important that we consider the merits of the rules that are being proposed today. And the important thing to remember is that, unlike the election for Speaker, this is not a binary choice. We don't have one choice on the Democratic side and one choice on the Republican side. The rules of the House are complex and comprehensive and allow for amendments of all sorts. Allow for amendments that would make your bill have a better chance of passage in this chamber. A bill that if you have an idea for a budget that could end this impasse, if you have an idea for a reform that you think this state needs, if you have an idea for a great law that you think the people of Illinois deserve, these rules make it harder for you to bring that bill to a vote. Think of it this way. If you have a great idea on a budget, it's harder to get that to pass the Rules Committee than it would be to get it to pass the House floor. It's harder to get that bill to pass from the Rules Committee than it is to pass on the House floor. You have a few people who control the agenda of the Rules Committee. Your bill may never even receive a vote. It's harder for it to happen there. So instead of welcoming new ideas, instead of welcoming competing thoughts, we're instead putting a roadblock at step one of the process. Before we can even get that momentum going, before we can even start to take those steps, we're putting the roadblock at the very front of the line. I think there's an interesting thought that we all should have in mind when we consider how to vote on these rules. And it's from a political author by the name of John Rawls. And it asks the question, when you're debating a question of public policy, ask yourself how you would vote if you did not know which side you'd be on in the outcome. If you were sitting in this chair today and you didn't know if you would be in the majority party or the minority party, if you didn't know which side of the aisle you'd be on, if you didn't know whether you'd benefit from all the protections and privileges that these rules put into place, would you vote for them? Would you vote yes today if there was a chance you could be in the minority party? I think most of us would honestly answer no to that. We know that on the whole, these rules are not conducive to bipartisan government. Let's take the chance that we have with a debate like the House Rules debate. Let's take that chance and make those a little bit better, to make your constituents' voices heard a little bit more. Let's take that chance today, vote no on these rules. Let's get back together and find something that works for everybody. Thank you.